Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to bring you some freebies today, just as a way of thanking everybody who has left some lovely comments for me at this difficult time, and you know, just the support and that I've had and the donations that people have given me and my supporters over on my Ko-fi. So I've got a freebie for everybody and a freebie for my supporters. So I'll just show you what I've got. And what most of these are sort of collage sheets or journal pages that I made on my iPad whilst sitting around hospital with Ed at different times when he had to be in the assessment centre or was having treatment or waiting for procedures, and sometimes it was hours and hours, and Ed would be asleep through this because he was quite poorly, so to keep me sort of occupied, I kind of just fiddled with things. I decided, I meant to do this before Christmas, that I would just put them together in a nice little freebie. But, you know, my head was a bit all over the place. So anyway, I'm doing it now. So there we go. I discovered the folder on my computer the other day and went, oh, I never did that. So here we are. So this is a nice sort of neutral collage sheet. I do like neutral and I do like grungy. So this appealed to me. So there's that one. And then I had a little play making some journaling cards. This is the first one I made, and then yesterday when I was getting ready to sort of put this out as a freebie, it was like, well, can't just do one journaling card, I'm gonna have to make 3 more and make it a page. I printed this on copier paper. I hadn't realised that that's what I'd put in my printer. I was printing off someone else. So yeah, so there's some journaling cards there on the same theme, similar, start with a similar background and then layered up different things on there. Thinking we're going through spring and then into summer, so I thought we'd do a few little bits of florals in there. And then I've done a background sheet as well, which you can put on the background of any of these if you want to. So that is a freebie for everybody, and I'll put a link in my Ko-fi down below for that. And then because I got a flurry of new supporters when I released my vintage nurse kit, I thought I haven't really been able to do another kit since. My head's really, you know, not being able to do it. So I thought rather than put this out as a paid kit, I'd just give it free to my monthly supporters as a way of thanking them for continuing to give me support every month and not necessarily getting something back every month. So here we are. So yeah, this is a nice, I wasn't altogether pleased with this, so I wasn't going to include it, and then I decided, oh I will. So yeah, so there's that page. Let's move the background sheet further down. And then we've got this. This wasn't done in Procreate. This was on my iPad. This was actually done in Photoshop. This is one of the first plays at sort of layering up and creating a gorgeous grungy background. I really spent a lot of time on this, and I really enjoyed myself and then forgot how I did it. So it's the thing with Photoshop, unless you use it all the time, you kind of forget. I mean, now I'm using it more often, but this was an early creation of mine and I absolutely love it. It's so grungy and lovely. This is an upside down, Jess. So yeah, that's another creation on my iPad that I did. I mean, I'm looking at it, I think I would have, you know, possibly now I've sort of moved on and I might create something slightly better now, but I just put them out there. this is similar to the freebie sheet. I've just added things to it. You might, if I show you the freebie sheet, this one, I've just added a few butterflies. Life is better with a butterfly in it. So yeah, that's what I've done there. And here we have another lovely collage sheet. I really enjoy collage sheets. I just think, yeah, I just really like them. This was made on a particularly difficult day. We were about 11 hours in hospital waiting for a procedure, and yeah, we spent most of the 11 hours just blooming waiting. So yeah, this took quite a while, and yeah, it gave me something to concentrate on. And I have since, I got a Apple pencil for my birthday, and I could see that I could make this a little bit better now with my Apple pencil, but it's fine. It's fine. I really like that. Ed was quite impressed when I showed him, but then he always was, you know, I'd show him something. He got no idea of what goes in to making something like this, but he was always very, yeah, it's great, Jez. Even if he thought, what the actual is that, Jez? He was just always so brilliant. Oh, and that's another one of those collage sheets where I'd built it up. I've added butterflies, and now I've just gone in and added some floral elements as well. And it kind of giving you ideas if you could take the plainer one and add them yourself. Yeah. And then this is, I think, my first play with my Apple pencil, and it really made a difference. So yeah, very grungy. I like it. But yeah, it enabled me to get into really sort of nooks and crannies with removing backgrounds and things. I really enjoyed it. And so this is what I made at home whilst Ed was being nursed in the lounge in a hospital bed. And I kept sort of stopping and picking it up and stopping and picking it up, and getting that done. So yep, that was that. And then I put in 2 background sheets. So we've got a grungy background sheet there, and then a more plainer background sheet, because there's different colours to the collage sheets. You might want to make them into journal pages, so it's nice to have them back in, or tags and things, so it's nice to have back in. So I'll link down below to my Ko-fi page where you can get your hands on those. And I am just trying to find, there we go. And then, so what I've done is I thought, let's make something with them, give you a bit of inspiration. So I printed off a couple of sheets. So I've done these onto card, but then my printer I changed the ink, and then I forgot that it automatically prints that. So we're going to have to back this on something. So I printed this to a page so that I can sort of turn it into sort of tags or journaling cards. I picked these 2 sheets. So that's the freebie one, and that's the subscriber one. I thought I'd, you know, show you sort of both. And again, I was going to print on the back, but I'd done that. So I'll have to back it. But actually, if it's a tag, I quite like backing them. It gives them a little bit more strength. So you can see how, cut them down, that will make 3 nice tags there. And then I did another one. This one I did manage to, so I've put that grungy background on it again. I did 2 to a page so that it fits that nicely. And then I've printed the journaling cards there and backed it with that freebie paper there. So that's a full freebie. So let's do this one first, because I think this will be quite a quick make. So let me get my new trimmer in. Because that was one of the reasons why well, I bought this so that I could work on things like this. So, and it was easier than my paper trimmer using the guillotine. Take that down there. So you don't have to do very much with this. Let's go over a tab, because it will do it all itself. Not too far over. There we go. And I just think this will just fit into a nice spring journal. I was having a WhatsApp chat to some friends that I'm going on the Rakes Umbrella craft retreat with in June, and we were discussing the fact that we were discussing a colour palette. Anyway, it's not really me. And then I realised that actually some of these will go with the colour palette we were discussing. Oh I am not quite getting that edge. I don't know why. There. So, lovely jubbly. So some of these documents you might recognise. They're from my documents kit. It's on my Ko-fi as well. So I am, you know, reusing them. So if you're making a journal with that, these would make nice journaling cards for it. So let's get these down. Yeah, so I managed to spend. I was going to do this video yesterday, but then I did a FaceTime with a crafty friend yesterday for about an hour and a half. That was lovely. And then I had a WhatsApp chat with someone else that really helped, who's also going through the grieving process, and that was really helpful actually. So I yeah. Yeah, it is, as I said, still very raw, and I'm still finding my way, really, finding my way, and every day's different, and they're all difficult, so yeah. So I'm going to round the corners. I'm going to try the smallest and see what I think. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the smallest. I started yesterday, so I haven't really settled and watched much telly it'll be 6 weeks tomorrow that I've been without Ed, and partly because that was all he could do. You know, he was bedbound, we were in the lounge, I'd made it a nice, calming, comfortable haven for him, and watching telly was all he could do. And so kind of watched, I think it was all tellied out really, so of course we've got a wink, cheers. So yeah, I haven't really done much telly box watching since then, and and also I look at our recordings, and I just like, well, I can't watch that. We watched it together. So, but last night I remembered one of Ed's missions to hospital. We were watching the series Grace, and he had my iPad so we could watch, and there was, you know, Wi-Fi in the hospital, so he could watch iPlayer and ITV, you know, all the online channels through my iPad. And he watched the episode of Grace that was being broadcast that evening, and I didn't watch it because we watched it together, but he let me know that he'd watched it so that I could, you know, watched it before he came home, and it was the last episode of the series. Anyway, I never watched it, and then once we sort of was looking through the planner and on Sky and looking at what we still needed to watch, and there was Grace, and I went, oh, I still need to watch that, and he was like, well, we're not watching it now because I've seen it, and so it's just been there, and there's another series now, so I watched that last night, and yeah, it was kind of hard to watch something that we watched together. I got through it, and but there are other things that we didn't finish, and yeah, I can't watch them. So yeah, and I haven't been watching crafty videos either, because I don't know, I've just been watching rubbish. Yeah, I mean, Oscar acceptance speeches, you know, I was watching from 2010 last night. I don't know why. And opening numbers of the Oscars, and, you know, I mean, The Voice, and, oh, I was like, Jez, what are you like? But it's like, it's mindless stuff that I don't have to process and I don't have to think about, and that's what I've been doing. So this is yeah, so this could be it. Quick, simple, full journaling cards, done. Or you can do something with it. Now, these two I kind of added like a little label-y thing, and I haven't to them. And you could sit there and go, well, I don't like that one, maybe, and you could cover it up. So that was, you know, some thoughts I had. I do like to add my own thing to things, so I thought I had a little pot with butterflies in it. I can't remember. So yeah, let's have a little look. I think I've got, what have I got in here? Have I got bits and bobs? So I've got labels and stuff in here that I could add. Tracy labels. Let's have a little butchers. Might put a bit of red one on there. Oh, can't see. Little red label on there. Quite like that. Yeah. Chuck you on there. Maybe a blue one on here. Pick up that blue there. Yeah. Might do a green one on that one. Oh, these are ones that I kind of did myself. I kind of filled in. Tracy's got a kit that's plain labels and you kind of stamp on them, so that's one I sort of stamped on. And then on that one, stick another red label on there. There, like. So there we go. We'll have that. I don't think I'm just looking for some wee butterflies that I made, and or I could just. Oh, I've got stamps. So this is my stamp book. Got loads of stamps. If you've ever seen any of my hauls, you know I have loads of stamps. Oh, there's one with a nice floral. They're quite big though, Jez. I know. Maybe not that one. Oh, that one's a bit smaller. It's also got floral. Yeah, liking you. Something a bit. There we go. Now have a little look. See. Oh, what about that? Or is that a bit too dark? Oh, I'm liking this one. Got a triangle. Flowers, very similar to those. Bit too samey, Jez. Nice idea. Don't like it in the execution. Right. I kind of So have a little look. Right, I think I'm liking how they are turning out. And then of course, I always like to put something behind, maybe a bit of lace or a bit of words fail me. Oh, a bit of this, whatever that's called. You know what I mean. Cheesecloth. I got there in the end. Cheesy cloth. So let's just cut a bit of this off. I like to cut and then frame a bit. So I just think it kind of gives it a little bit of a lift. And it's nice to work in threes. That one's a bit square like. That's a rectangle technically, Jez. All right then, smarts. There we go. Yep. And then last bit. Yep. I'm liking that. So what I'm going to do is ink. I'm going to ink this one. I want to snip a bit. Now, I've had an idea whilst I was doing that inking of something that I want to do. I want to add a little bit of extra interest on the cluster. Are you going to come out? So I'm going to do that. It's coming out, but it's blooming hard. So what my idea is, so we've stuck them down. Thought I might put an eyelet. That's my idea. Bung an eyelet in it. So let's, just thought it would add a bit of interest. To it. So I just want to sort of show how you can take something, and sometimes in digital kits, you know, you get tags that are ready made, and I often think, oh, I want to make it my own, and so I just wanted to sort of give you some ideas for making something that's already sort of pre-printed and decorated, but you can actually add to it and turn it into something unique. So let's grab some eyelets here, and rather than have it go all the way through to the back, just putting it through this first layer. Let's change this because that's the small one. These are quite thick ones. I think they're my thick ones. Let me. I've got some that are a bit. They're not so thick. Yeah. I'm going to put this like rosy gold there. Might go nicely with this one. Yeah, that's better. I ought to really write on that one that they're taller. So that's going to stand a little bit proud, but doesn't matter. I'll do another rose gold on that because it's got like pinky flowers. There. Yeah, I like it. So let's chuck that in my drawer. So now let's stick these down. So I always like to use a bit of glue stick for sticking the cheesecloth down. And then oh, I've just remembered, I did fill another bowl. Will this come out better? Yes, get it in. So this one's going to stand up a little bit because this eyelet's a bit bigger. It's really good for like if you're going through a journal cover. So that's what these ones with the thicker stem are for. And sometimes I go through a journal cover when I'm and I add a tie. Oh, I should have pushed that down a little bit. Can I bring you down a little bit? So I can stick you on there. There we go. So that's that one. So adding a bit of your own to it. I think we might need a little bit more up there because I didn't quite go that far. That's that one. Sitting there thinking, I thought this would be the quick one. So I might have to bring in another video with the other freebies makes, because even though I'm going to speed up a few bits, this is still quite long. Oh, I can't see much of that. Oh, did I have it going the other way? I think I might have done. Yeah. Stick a bit down there. So that is those 4 journaling cards. Now we can take something that's pre-printed and turn it in to your own creation. Stamp your own mark on it. So hope you like that. Hope you'll download this and have some fun playing with it, and I will bring you another video when I'll make some tags or something out of these bits. But I think we've run out of time today, so that actually gives me a few more videos to make, which is great. Now I'm sort of feeling in the swing of it. I might just make it straight away. So thanks for joining me. Go check out my Ko-fi, and I'll be back very soon. Thank you very much for all your support and your lovely comments. I really do appreciate it. Bye for now.